So welcome to Field Application Lab 3. Now in Lab 1, you learned how to translate a technical capability into business value. In Lab 2, you learned that different executives buy for different reasons. Now we're going to test whether you can actually speak that way. Because understanding executive language on a worksheet is one thing, using it confidently in a customer conversation is completely different. Now we call this the executive hot seat. One executive, one technical capability, and very little preparation time, and then you speak. Now, for this individual field application lab, the challenge changes slightly. You can choose any one feature from the list in your handout, and you will have 3 minutes to prepare. Then you will record a 90-second executive value conversation. Now, you may ask why only 90 seconds? Because executive conversations reward clarity. If you need 10 minutes to explain why something matters, you've probably not been able to translate the value clearly enough yet. Now, one simple rule that you'll follow, you speak only from that executive's perspective. Don't offer product demonstrations, no listing features, no explaining everything you know about that capability. The challenge is to enter that executive's world. You're going to ask yourself, what is this person accountable for? What are they trying to improve? What risk are they trying to reduce? What would make them care enough to continue this conversation? Your recording will finally be scored out of 10, 5 marks for speaking the executive's language, and 5 marks for communicating relevant business value. Now, this is the list of those executive capability combinations for the executive hot seat. First, log monitoring for the CIO. Now, the CIO may care about end-to-end visibility, faster troubleshooting, service availability, digital operations, operational resilience. Notice I'm not saying explain everything log monitoring can do. I'm saying translate why log monitoring may matter to the CIO's priorities. Second, asset management for the CEO. What might the asset management for the CFO? What might the CFO care about? Asset utilization, cost optimization, budget control, life cycle management, return on IT investment. If in a 90-second conversation, uh, you tour the entire asset inventory, you've lost the CEO. The question is, what financial or investment relevance can you credibly connect to asset management? Third one, AI first anomaly detection for the CISO. Now, the CISO may be listening through the lens of proactively identifying issues, risk reduction, business continuity, and visibility into abnormal behavior. Now, one caution here, please do not invent security claims and do not turn an observability capability into a cybersecurity product. Just translate what you can credibly say. The skill here is executive relevance, not exaggeration. Fourth, application performance monitoring for the COO or head of operations. Now, the COO may care about business continuity, productivity, customer experience, service availability. The COO probably doesn't want a lecture on application metrics. They want to understand what happens to the business when critical applications perform poorly and what improves when performance is managed better. And finally, knowledge management for procurement or the commercial head. And this one is deliberately difficult. Procurement isn't buying knowledge. They may be evaluating whether the investment can contribute to faster resolution, reduced support effort, or cost. better service quality, higher operational efficiency. Again, your job is not to make a grand claim. Your job is to make the business relevance clear enough for the stakeholder to understand why this capability matters. Now open your workbook to Field Application Lab 3. Take the hot seat. Pick one technical capability. You have 3 minutes to prepare. You may write keywords, but please don't write a full script and read it into the camera. This is important. I want to hear a customer conversation, not an audio book. Now open the voice recorder or camera on your phone, set a timer. You have 90 seconds and just one take. During your recording, remember only three things. Speak from their priorities. Translate always into business value. And finally, give them a reason to continue the conversation. So pause the video now. Complete Field Application Lab 3. Prepare for 3 minutes and record for 90 seconds. Welcome back. Now look at your three statements and ask yourself one question for each. Would this executive care? Not does this sound professional? Not is this technically sophisticated? Would this person, based on what they are accountable for, care? If the answer is no, translate again. Remember, the message stays consistent, the language changes. Your customer may be one organization, but inside that organization are different people, carrying different responsibilities, risks, and priorities. The exceptional enterprise professional knows how to enter each stakeholder's world. See you in the next Field Application Lab.